Hi, I'm Lawson. I write on WordPress, Medium, WordPress.com, Medium.com, and of course here on Substack. I also have a YouTube channel and I have podcasts on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Somebody made a comment on my last video about drinking absinthe that I tell stories from when I was a kid and people can't wrap their head around the halfway grounded, mature, mellow guy that I am compared to what I was involved in when I was a kid. And and I really wasn't a bad kid necessarily. It depends on who I was around because I was a follower. And I would have got involved in anything to fit in with whatever group I was in. You know, character flaw. I'm not like that now, I hope. But and what it got me thinking, we all change. We're all different than what we were when we were younger. We all grow, we all develop, and we all mature. And what's interesting to me is I've changed. There's things I did 10 years ago that would never that I would never think about doing now. But what's interesting is especially people that have known you for a long time, like family, they're judging you for things that happened 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. A lot of stuff you don't even remember and that you would never do again. And if you remembered it and looked back on it, you'd be horrified you did. And they're still judging you for that. And they're judging a different person because we all change. I just wish that people would let go of hurts and forgive and just go on with their lives, especially when it comes to close friends and family. Why you're breaking a relationship over something that's over with. And and I've talked about this before. Memories are weird. You know, get my family together and we'll all talk about something that happened in the past that we were all involved in, and we all have different stories. You know, does anybody even know what truth is? Where's the truth? So you might be hating on somebody over something that you think happened that didn't necessarily happen the way you thought it happened. Especially because it's human nature, you're going to interpret a story to make yourself out into the hero, to be the hero or the victim. You know, we lie to ourselves all the time. So I know it's impossible to forget the past, but it's possible to forgive. It's a choice. It's also possible to let things go. You know, People love their chains. They love that. They love to carry around that anvil. You know. And I'm learning. You know, I'm on disability. I'm 65 years old, and I'm finally learning to let things go. And it's not easy. It's a process. You know, I have relapses, but I'm at more at peace now than I ever been in my life because I can't change the past, and neither can you. So I'm just letting it go. So I hope this helps somebody. And subscribe to my newsletter and check out my YouTube channel. And I'm on WordPress and Medium. Just Google the name Lawson Wallace if you're not sure, or message me and I'll send you some links. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good evening.